Okay, hello and welcome to a follow-up episode of the 2022 Perodua Myvi. Okay, the brand new Myvi. Okay, so we've seen in the previous video that I posted that it's basically the same thing. Okay, it has a new color, it has a newer, better-ish interior, and the main highlight is the CVT gearbox, which I am going to test drive today at Perodua Kajang and see how it feels, and also compare it to Proton's hatchback, which is the Iriz. So I'll be testing that also, which also has a CVT, and get in and tell you guys, which one feels better, and give an overall conclusion to which one you should get. Now, before I go to the conclusion, I like to make myself clear. This is just like a basic conclusion. It's not super technical. It's just covering like the main things on top. So it's not exactly a tip. If you want tips, you can you can clearly look at the specs and compare it yourself. But this is just what I think of these two cars. So I'm at Perodua Kajang right now, so I'm going to test it right now. So let's see. Yeah, so this is a bit of an extra thing. Okay, remember the newest Myvi doesn't have the built-in navigation like the old one, so you have to connect it to Bluetooth. Okay, alright, you have to connect it to Bluetooth, and then go to SmartLink, and then you can only use your GPS, your navigation through SmartLink. So yeah, that's how it works now. Alright, okay, okay, cepat. Okay, start now. Okay, so sekarang kita dah ada SmartLink. So okay, ni ada navigation, phone, music dengan benda ni. Okay, ni lah benda tu, voice recognition. Okay, so kalau kita tekan ni sepatutnya okay, apa benda, SmartLink. Okay, Perodua SmartLink. So sekarang dah connected dengan phone. So kena download dulu SmartLink, cucuk USB, and then baru kita boleh connect. Okay, and also kena connect Bluetooth. So dari sini kita boleh tekan benda ni. Okay, and then dia sambung kepada Google. Okay, kalau cakap satu benda, dia akan ni lah. Alright, okay, macam benda merepek ni. Okay, so apa-apa, okay, basically dia punya voice recognition tu is connected to Google, itu saja. And the other stuff, benda lain, okay, macam navigation, phone semua, itu semua based on telefon yang what you have. So kalau navigation, kalau if you have Waze, you can masuk Waze. If you have Google Maps, you can masuk Google Maps. So kalau kita tekan, okay, let's kita tekan Waze, okay, sebab ramai orang guna Waze. So basically dia macam mirror punya software, macam most aftermarket punya system, dia ada this mirroring software. So dia macam tu lah, basically it's the same thing. So input destination dalam Waze, and then gerak macam biasa je lah. Itu saja. So ni je lah. And then kalau kita tekan back, okay, atau kita tekan home, dia kecil. Dia kena, kalau dia kena ubah setting rotate dalam phone, baru kita boleh dapat apa yang kita nak. And okay, dalam setting dia, okay, kalau if you guys notice, dia macam blur sikit. So benda ni akan jadi. So what you do is, kalau tak nak bagi dia blur, kena tekan in the settings and tekan this encoding thing. Yang tu akan buat dia kurang blur, okay, atau tak blur langsung lah. But this is Perodua SmartLink lah. So Myvi baru dia tak ada navigation built in. So it's just this. Okay, so mungkin most people actually prefer navigation ni sebab Google Maps is more accurate. So yeah, this is basically it. Okay, and then sini kita boleh tambah app. Okay, sekarang kita test drive. Okay, kita boot D. Okay, inilah CVT baru. Okay, Perodua Myvi CVT baru. So CVT dia, okay, macam semua CVT lah, is very smooth. Okay, tak ada masalah jerking or anything. So siapa yang bawa Myvi lama, you guys tahulah macam mana. Okay, saya dah bawa Myvi lama lah, dah dekat setahun ke. And saya ingat dulu dia macam you can feel, okay, memang awak boleh rasa. If you guys bawa, you guys boleh rasa yang the gearbox tu jerking. Bukan jerking lah, tapi boleh rasa. Dia tukar gear tu boleh rasa. Okay, if you guys dengar tadi, itu lane departure warning punya ni tengah bunyi. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. Okay, now I'm in sport. Okay, so let's put it into D. Okay, so if you put it into D, dia smooth out lah. So kalau sport, dia CVT akan go up. So yeah, okay. So it does, dia adalah sikit macam it will the RPM memang akan naik turun but according to Perodua, it says that basically it's just a normal CVT. So far kalau kita bawa sport lagi sekali, so RPM dia akan tinggi and pick up dia akan lebih ni lah. So basically pick up semua so far I'm doing almost 100, no problems. And now I'm putting it back to D, tak ada masalah juga. It's fairly responsive for a CVT. Dia agak responsive for a CVT. Sekarang kita sekarang ni tengah turun bukit. I'm going to test the B. Bila bubur B macam what they said is basically B tu dia akan bubur gear rendah lah basically. That's why it is gear rendah. Dia akan tolong it will help you do engine braking kalau if you are going down a steep hill. Tadi tu bukit tu dia tak steep sangat, so it doesn't feel it didn't have the need to buat. Tapi basically itulah bubur B. Dia akan turun gear and then dia akan macam itulah, jadi macam tu. Itu sport, tekan minyak, so far tak ada masalah. So basically kalau memang nak turun gear, memang kena buat D to S lah. So kena tekan gearbox, buat S, and then masuk D balik. That's how you do it lah. Sebab dia tak ada pedal shifter, so that is what you do with it. Tapi pick up standard lah, pick up lah yang bukanlah lembab sangat atau laju sangat. Cukup untuk orang-orang yang bawa Myvi, cukup saja, sekadar cukup saja. And saya takkan cerita pasal all the safety punya, sebab basically dia benda yang sama je macam Perodua Tiba. So dia adalah lane departure warning macam tadi tu, and then kalau kita pergi ke lane lain, dia akan betulkan, dia akan betulkan steering balik. And of course dia ada apa benda tu, adaptive cruise control. Sekarang kita gear neutral, tak ada gegar, tak ada apa, smooth. Steering dia, bila pegang steering tak rasa langsung gegar. Terkejut juga most cars even yang mahal sikit pun boleh rasa tak. This one memang betul tak rasa macam sikit lah, biasalah sikit engine punya vibration, tapi tak rasa apa-apa. Steering pun senang, best pegang. Signal kiri kanan ni memang direct daripada Toyota, so memang sebiji lah, samalah dengan auto light saja, lampu yang auto buka saja. Only auto yes, only auto. So dia ada auto, lampu kecil dan lampu besar. Dia tak boleh tutup permanently. So itu benda Toyota yang lain tak ada. So macam tu. Tapi so far engine macam biasa. Dan kalau kita buka kita bubur gear R, dia akan ada ni lah, reverse camera. Reverse camera betul lah. Sekarang kita ni macam town driving lah. Town driving pun sama, smooth juga, naik bump tak ada masalah. So ni lah pick up lah. Bila tekan tu memang dia akan macam tekan sikit je, dia akan bergerak lah, basically dia akan bergerak. Tapi town driving Myvi macam Myvi lama lah, sama lah, sebab kereta ni tak berubah bentuk anything. So no problem. And with ASA macam biasalah. Kalau ASA, kalau ada orang dekat depan semua, and dia akan berhenti sendiri and everything. And semua Myvi ada ASA sekarang. Semua Myvi 2022 ada ASA 3.0, kecuali yang betul-betul yang paling rumah, yang paling murah, spek paling rendah tu lah, yang tu tak ada langsung lah. But semua ada. So even orang yang nak ada Myvi yang paling basic tu pun still ada. And Myvi tu berapa kak? 40.
Yang mana?
Yang X, saya bawa X. Dalam 40 lebih jugalah. So
atas tu yang paling basic
yang basic atas 47. So 47,000 and you get ASA 3.0 yang basic ni, yang ada pedal means operation, yang akan nampak kalau ada orang kat depan dia akan berhenti. Itu kan ASA kan. So berbaloi lah, memang sangat-sangat berbaloi. Tak banyak kereta ada benda-benda tu semua. at this price point. Best selesa. Kursi ni dia tak boleh tukar warna. Tak boleh
Tahu lah kenapa
sebab
dua awak sini. Kalau orang ambil colour lain dah tak matching.
sebab yes. Actually kursi Ativa high spec sangat sesuai dengan Myvi yang cranberry sebab kursi dia lebih kurang sama, nak sama warna. Yang ni so ramai yang complain lah kursi tu dia macam tu. But tak boleh buat apalah. River tak ada masalah lah kita ni. Mirror ada, tapi mirror dia agak pelik. Average speed, kita pilih goodbye. Ni bagus. Okay, this is a half verdict since I couldn't get a test car from Proton yet. The 2022 Myvi drives a lot smoother now with the new CVT gearbox. Acceleration is smooth and rather responsive, and you don't feel it change gears like the old one. Despite sharing the same CVT with the Ativa, the Myvi doesn't have pedal shifters, meaning it's like a normal automatic car, where you press the pedal and it responds. But the spot and brake gears work as it should, lowering its gear to make the car more responsive. The B shift should be used on steep hills, very steep ones. At idle and without the start-stop feature, it is surprisingly smooth with very little steering vibration. But on the road noise is the same as the old Myvi. Going over bumps and maneuvering is also as expected, very good. There are no long overhangs for you to ruin that body kit. The driving dynamics of the car to the average consumer is great. It's smooth, it's responsive, and all the safety features work as it should. The Bluetooth pairing is easy and the phone is also not complicated to use. Now moving on to the things that are not so good. Perodua SmartLink is just not very good. For one thing, you don't really have a place to put your phone and the system just doesn't look that good. My 2019 Vios has a similar mirroring app, same as well, is not very good. The seats, they are too red, there really needs to be a gear up option for another style of seats. The interior is a 50-50 for me. It's not bad, but nothing too special. I think the seats took that away. Comparing it to the Proton Iriz, just the looks for now, both look very good and fresh on the outside. But interior wise, I think the Proton just feels better. You know, the feeling, it just feels more grown up. Especially on the top trim cross Iriz, the Iriz Cross. It feels special even in the back seats. I also believe Proton's infotainment system looks a bit better than Perodua's, but I haven't fully used it yet. So I'm not sure if it is intuitive or much easier to use. Now here is an early verdict on the Myvi compared to the Iriz. I'm prepared to also say that the Iriz will feel much better to drive. But Proton's hatchback also has quite a few things that are not so good as well. Till next time, stay tuned for my test drive of the Iriz. Thanks for watching. Benda lah. Ni ada front departure alert volume. So kita boleh adjust nak kuat ke, nak rendah ke. Lane departure warning, same thing. So kalau nak kuat, kalau pekak ke apa, nak kuat ke apa, you can have it. Turn signal, ini macam apa benda tu? Ativa. So dia adalah bunyi dia. So ni bunyi dia macam ni. Ni 3 ni bunyi lain. Sekejap. Macam ni kena enter dulu baru. Yes. So dia bunyi. So kalau jenis nak suka bunyi pelik-pelik, opening sound volume. So bila start engine to the engine, rasanya dia ada bunyi dia. And this one. So basically semua ada. So memang just like Ativa, it's very good yang kita boleh adjust apa yang kita nak and kita selesa with our advanced safety assist punya setting semua. Dan yang lain semua typical Perodua punya stuff lah, Ativa punya benda lah. Same thing ni semua and everything, oil maintenance, setting semua. So kita sendiri boleh set, atau mungkin benda ni kalau sales punya service punya team, orang boleh tukar the oil change punya timing. So yeah, that's basically it lah.